Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm just warming things up in here, so we've just got the heater on. We should allow that to circulate around, and I'm going to do a fly on the wall reading, prompted by the fly from previous. I can't speak, it's time, to deliver the message. Okay, so I've got my box of tricks here. I'm just going to pull the cards and then we'll have a chat, so we'll just be quiet for a moment or two, a minute or 5. I don't know, I'll put them down. There's 2 more sections. I felt with this first one, I wasn't really, in my mind, it wasn't home, work, money, it love, sex, romance, but it was like love. And you got like 3 cards down. Sex, romance, and then I completely forgot about the health and connection with spirit. So let me just get them cards. Just coming out. Lots of cards there. But I was tempted to put the cards away again after this time, after I'd done the first one. I went to put the cards down. It's going to be interesting. So there's a lot to say. A fly on the wall reading is about you having insight into someone's life. What's going on at home, what's going on regarding work, what's going on regarding your financial situation, the money, what's going on when it comes to love, sex, what's going on in that department, romance, tell me more. And then we have the health. How are you, health-wise? And then we have, what's your connection with spirit like? And that's what I call a fly on the wall reading, that I just one day thought up and thought about doing. Because flies would just sit on the wall or just, they would be nearby, as if they're listening to my reading. Okay, more cards. No, that's it. Well, I'm going to use some tarot cards. The Rider-Waite Tarot. I think it's warm enough now. So first of all, we're going to look at, I don't know how much you can see the layout of this, of what's going on here. Can you see? There you go. There's the layout. So we're going to have a look here first. I'll pull some cards. Home. Okay, finding the balance. It's a good state of being to be in. You're feeling balanced. This here is taking me to a court of law because you've got the scales here. And this person looks finely dressed, so they could be asking for more than they deserve. But this masculine's allowing the law to take care of that. He's actually playing with the law of compensation here. You're compensated for all the good that you do, and he's being charitable, and that's what he's focusing on. Giving to those who truly need help. He's getting good at it as well. It's like he's a master at what he does. He's a master at giving handouts. Okay. I don't know why. I felt the energy of giving himself like he's a masturbator. It's a master of giving himself hand jobs. But anyway, what's that got to do with this card? It has everything to do with this card. This section here, though. I know, because that's all you can think about. Right. Let's have a look at these cards. Home. 69. That is a card of being balanced and things just clicking together. If you want to take it as being the yin-yang, as the masculine, feminine polarities, that which seems opposite, when they're close together. Look at how this candle was exploded. Can you see? I don't think you can see the candle. Okay. That's the coming together of the yin and the yang, the feminine and masculines. Within. It's a good energy. Okay, 69. There's a little bit of a muckiness to that thought. A little grin when you see that number. Okay, wife. And I'm sorry. This is the energy of, I do feel this is a love reading, of course it is. It's a coming together, it's a coming reading. This is saying, because I feel that this wife energy here, like he's turned his back to, okay, so that, I'm not sure, he's clicking with the generosity, with a way of living. And he's turned his back here and said, I'm sorry, but it's like, you're not my wife. Or you're not going to be my wife anymore. That's what's going on at home. She may be begging. He's like, no, I'm sorry. He's feeling more balanced to do the right thing. Okay, this card here. I want to reach out. I'm so sad without you. I just want to cry. I miss you. Who do I feel saying that? Not this person. Well, they might be saying that, but it's all manipulation. This here is this masculine because he's trying to act hard. Okay. When he's like really soft inside. All we can think about is love. I want to reach out. I'm so sad without you. I just want to cry. I miss you. He's busying himself with being charitable. When you're struggling, they say to go out and find someone who's, you know, worse off than you. Makes you appreciate what you do have. An act of appreciation. Home. Yeah, this masculine's living the Tao. Now this came up in the first reading, the Hermit energy. So he's been studying. mindfulness, stillness. That's what's been happening. He's in Hermitage. Learning, studying, giving, and is wanting to receive now. He's on the brink of explosion. Well, let's go to work. You still got to go to work. So it's affecting the home life. Let's have a look at the work life. What's going on at work? The Magician. Okay, someone's taking care of stuff. He's still taking care of business. Okay, he can still work. Actually, he's realised he's got like this power, this connection with the universe. He's playing with the universal energy here. The law of attraction. That's what this card is. It's the card of the law of attraction. As within, so without. As above, so below. As within, so without. He has all the tools that he needs. He's been working. So, tell me more about what you've been working on. Yeah, look, he's been studying. Like, this brings a smile to my face. This masculine knows this is going to bring a smile. It's going to bring a smile. Sun, this is the energy of being that role model and teaching the tricks of the trade, passing it on. Pass it on. Greed. Okay, what first come through was wanting like your son to get greedy, but not in a negative way. This is when you tell your children, you can have whatever you desire. You just have to take doubt out of the picture. You are powerful. So get greedy. What do you really hunger for? And this isn't about material possessions, although they do come as a result of what you truly desire and the appreciation that you have for it before you actually receive it. Tricks of the trade. Get greedy. You can have it all. Candid, truthful and straightforward. I was going to say, when you're explaining anything, I think there's a saying that, explain it so that a 5-year-old can understand. Otherwise, there's no point in explaining it at all. I was going to say I'm fucked. I know. I can go quite deep, but hey, I have the money for our future. You have the knowledge to unlock the abundance. I have the money for our future. That's a positive affirmation. I feel this masculine wants to then go on to incantations. Affirming is an affirmation. Commanding is an incantation. I demand for the money. It depends what this masculine's studying. You have the power. Knowing without knowing. That's what this card says, even though I know you can't see it very well. It's penciled in on there though. Knowing without knowing. You just know. How do you know you're that powerful? I just know. How do you know that the money is coming? I just know. How do you know true love is coming? I just know. How do you know our lives are going to be changed dramatically? In a good way. I just know. What's working? This is working, isn't it? Oh, okay. I've missed. First of all, there was like a squirrel up my nose as I breathed in. My daughter told me earlier, she said, I don't know if you realise, but you're breathing really heavily. I said, am I? I said, that may not be me. I said, that may be like my vessel being used to channel someone else's energy. What's the position of work? What's going on? Look at this. The Queen of Wands. This is the Divine Feminine's energy, who he has always summoning her. Black Cat. Superstitious. But we spoke about that Divine Feminine not being superstitious. So things are happening really quickly because the sunflowers are here. And I've had 2 sunflowers. Especially this morning, it was blowing a gale. Yesterday I had to support one sunflower. And today the other one was really drooping over. But strong enough. So to withstand the, I was going to call it the breeze. It was no breeze, but I supported the sunflower. I felt the energy of this masculine learning a lot from you, Divine Feminine. You've kind of steered him in the right direction. He's just realising that now. Okay. So let's have a look at these cards. Because there's a suspicious energy here. What's coming through is I've heard it all before. No, the readings have been different. If you're really listening, you'll hear the message. It's different. Sister. I feel this masculine may have told his sister or somebody that he would view as being a sister about you. That he's in love. And it was really easy. It kind of just flowed out. Easy. This is the magician's energy of having all the tools that you need. And when you allow the divine to speak through you, as above, so below, and channel into that, realising that it's all connected, it's easy. It really is easy. The only block was yourself. And when you learn that, your whole world just changes. Easy. Destiny. And you allow destiny to be at play. But this here was easy, telling the sister about how in love he is. And that you are his destiny. Work. This is the section for work. I'm just going to have to clear my throat. Cheers. Cheers to loving. Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. You know when you just start talking about someone, you just glow up. I mean, there's no hiding it. Whew. And you can just go on and on and on about them. Just talking. Oh, sweet nothings. But they're not nothings, they mean everythings. Let's have a look at this work situation. In the morning, I will know what to do. Yeah, the message I've just done said, something happens overnight. In the morning, I will know what to do. And then we have, I'm just adding the finishing touches. When you're able to speak about it, first of all, to yourself or to the divine, that's who you're speaking to anyway when you're talking to yourself. You've rehearsed enough. It's time, isn't it? I'm just adding the finishing touches. Okay. And you are my favourite. I know I can feel it. These are a few of my favourite things. A clean slate. That's what's going to work. This energy is what... It's got nothing to do with work, has it? Or money, I mean. But I was told to do a fly on the wall reading. The fly told me. The clean slate, look. So let's look at this section where it's love. We're talking about love. We've got a lot to say. There's quite a few cards here. I mean, there's quite a few cards all the way along. Love. Legacy. There it is. This masculine understanding that this is it. This is his destiny. I feel like he doesn't want to sit around and wait, you know, until like I feel like he's in a wheelchair, a comfort blanket here, security blanket, watching others live their lives. Maybe this is like his son who's taking his words of wisdom, but this masculine wasn't wise enough to take on board his own words. Wish for others what you wish for yourself. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, legacy. That's it. Love is a legacy. It's like I want to clap. It's like, well done. Once you get it, you get it. Love is the legacy. Kids, pass it on to the kids. Teach them how to be strong, resilient, independent. Independent upon the good opinions of others. Remind them that they have their own internal guidance system and that you trust them enough that they trust themselves to know what to do. I am in love with you. You are all I think about. I know. Look, I am in love. Highlighted the love. It's been written over again. I am in love with you. You are all I think about. We shall be the grandparents. Most indeedy, we shall. The grandest of grandparents. The legacy. Love is the legacy. It's a beautiful reading. Oh, what was coming through was thank you for being open to it. You are so welcome. You gave away your power, now it's time to take it back. You know that. You have taken it back. Or you know you should be taking it back, so you will. Once you've made the decision to take back the power, it's done. We take the power away from the ego and we give it to your spirit, your soul light. Yes, the ego is very unpleasant. That's who you gave it away to, societal beliefs. And that's why you'll be the grandest of grandparents, because you can help to strip that programming, societal programming, from your children, because you're stripping it away from yourself. You're seeing the truth, understanding the truth, and now you need to rectify that, especially like with your children. It's okay to say, look, I used to, you know, think that that's the way that we should be being, and it's not. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Hateful, very unpleasant. It is out there. That's why the children are not to be that way. They've got to learn how to deal with this energy and transmute it into love. We're talking about love. Transmuting negative, fearful energy. That's all fear is, a resistance to love. It's not the opposite to love, it's a resistance to love, fear. Okay? Hate, anger is the opposite to love. Very unpleasant. No more of this nonsense. Dark with little or no light, and has, when it did have purpose, and without the dark, you wouldn't be able to see the light, would you? It would just be light. Wouldn't know the difference. The less you open your heart to others, the more your heart suffers. Deepak Chopra. It's another good person to study, Deepak. I shall share some of Deepak's material on the community tab, just because I feel like watching. Deepak. We're guided to. Let's do it, and we'll see what video comes my way that I will share. Okay, love. Sharing is caring. Caring is sharing. You know this. It's in the first one here. The good you do comes back to you. Nice things happen to nice people. And my mum would always say, it's really hard to be nasty to a nice person. Carry on being nice. You will come across the nasty ones, but you keep being nice. Divine Feminine, love. I love the Divine Feminine. The ego turns to God, hands it over. True love is here. You've taken back your power. Two hearts are living in just one mind. Oh my lordy. Oh, we had it, didn't we, here? The legacy with the kids. There was only one card. I'm getting a little bit confused. No, we're not. No, we're not getting confused, now are we? But I can put these cards into their little sections. A bit more neater now. Okay. No sex. Come on. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head, and I just can't get enough sex. Just can't get enough sex. We used to sing that at the clubs. The DJ used to turn down the songs so we could all shout sex. And I just can't get enough. You fill in the blank. Okay. Sex. Turning it around now. Loads of studying been done. I mean, I'm not even sure on what areas. There's so many. You just go off on tangents. I've taken you towards Deepak. Yesterday, was it yesterday? When was the day that I done the reading? How may I serve? How may I learn? How may I heal? Sexuality. So, on the issue of sex. Actually, what you've been doing is you've been doing what you've been told to do. If I had a hat on, I don't wear hats anymore. I'll take my hat off to you. But hats are a thing of the past for me. I lost my last hat. And that's that with the hats. A new emanation of me was formed, was born. Sex, tarot, T-A-R-O-T, also Torah, T-O-R-A. The Torah is what the High Priestess is holding on her lap in the Major Arcana card number 2, the High Priestess. She's holding a scroll, a scripture, the Torah. And when you've studied and you live by these principles, then you have the rights to teach them to others. You have the rights to the Torah. Otherwise you can't get your hands on it. Sex. Reach out. I'll be there. Marriage. Sex. So this masculine needs to reach out. For one, because he wants to marry you. He's got rid of his partner here. He's allowing justice to sort. It's like karma. He's sorting out the children's future legacy by being that role model. And what anyone else is doing is up to them. He's not going to allow it to affect him. And his new way forward. Reach out, marriage. So sex, if you want sex, you're going to have to reach out and propose properly. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me. Home alone. Okay. You got to be home alone. It does feel like you are home alone here. You're not focusing like, don't send. We know that this masculine's thinking of no one else but the divine feminine all the time. He's preoccupied himself because he feels quite emotional, teary. He wants to reach out. But he's busy studying, practicing what he's studying, preaching what he's studying best way. So learn something, digest it yourself, and then have a chat to someone and tell them about it. Tell her about it. Tell her everything she means. Okay, sex. You just seem to know how to handle me. The blending with you is beautiful. Then you need to marry, reach out. It seems silly. If you're missing each other, then I think the answer is evident. We don't receive wisdom. We must discover it for ourselves after a journey that no one can take for us or spare us. Yeah, your journey. Your lessons. Your life path. Elegant, graceful and stylish in appearance and manner. I feel this is really about, you know, stepping into that role. If you're the divine feminine, you need to look like a divine feminine. However you perceive a divine feminine to appear, look, act, talk, behave. Same with the divine masculine. Step into the role. What's your value? What value do you put on yourself? How highly are you holding yourself in regard? High regards? Very high regards? You should be. You're the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I'm not sure what to expect when I get there, but I'm on my way. Yeah. What's coming through is like biting the bullet. Sex. I'm not sure what to expect when I get there, but I'm on my way. Hurt, a cause of injury or damage. There is this energy coming through. The avoidance of actually seeing each other is the possibility of, like this candle, is like a meltdown. Because it's taken its toll on the system. There's such a deep longing, yearning, an unfulfilled satisfaction, a desire that needs to be fulfilled. Sex, hurt, a cause of injury or damage. But there is this energy when I've reread it of not wanting to be too rampant, not wanting to hurt you. I mean, there is a, I don't want to call it a desperation, but it is. It's desperate for the divine feminine. There is only one path to heaven on earth, we call it love. Mr. Romantic. That's the section we're going to next. Romance. Tell me more. Mr. Romantic. It's different. It's got to be different. He knows that. It had to be you. It had to be you. I want to check out those words to that song. Okay, It Had to Be You, sung by Frank Sinatra. What did I say I was going to share? Oh, something from Deepak. Okay, I want to share this song as well. Why do I do just as you say? Why must I just give you your way? Why do I sigh? Why don't I try to forget? It must have been that something lovers call fate. Kept me saying I have to wait. I saw them all, just couldn't fall till we met. It had to be you, it had to be you. I wandered around and I finally found the somebody who could make me be true and could make me be blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Can I say that this is maybe my favourite bestest reading? It had to be you. I saw it in here about how you were missing. Here we are. It's the first. Home. I want to reach out. I'm so sad without you. I just want to cry. I miss you. So it had to be you, it had to be you. I wandered around and I finally found the somebody who could make me be true and could make me be blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. For nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Are we doing good? We're doing really good. Okay. Should we move over to romance? Look at the mess that we've created here. Who cares? We got the message. Okay, romance. He knows that he's running out of time, so he's having sleepless nights. And if you just look down here in the corner, it's like someone's being, they feel like they're being backed into a corner. He's got to think. Think. It's something different. This takes me to the story of Napoleon Hill, when he was trying to think of a title for Think and Grow Rich. And it wasn't until like the night before it was due to go to the publishers that they called him and said, if you don't come up for a title, we're going to call it, I don't know, some stupid name. And he says, no, you're not calling my book that. And he said before he went to bed that night, he had a good talking to, okay, calling the guy upstairs, And he said, you know, come on, old chum. We need to come up with a title for this book. Well, anyway, it goes on to tell you that he woke about 2 in the morning with this title, Think and Grow Rich. And he rang them and said, I've got it. That's the title. And I mean, he had wrote down hundreds, if not thousands of different titles. But when you need to, you call upon your subconscious mind, well, Think and Grow Rich. And if you've not studied that book or delved into it, then I'm telling you to do so. Romance. Love, sex and romance. The blend to create a genius. Where are my cards? Are these them here? These are okay. We just add to the pile. The pile of what? Things you need to do. It's okay. Just go with the flow. Surrender. It's a bit overwhelming because it's all happening at once, but just surrender into it. Husband. Well, yes. I mean, we're talking about true marriage, true love, a true husband's role, a true wife's role. I mean, this is serious. And before your awakening, you don't really take it as serious as what it needs to be taken. This thing called marriage. Okay, romance. Husband. Lover. How do you go? Well, always be lovers, but you can be a husband and have the same energy that's attached to the lover energy. That's what a true love partnership is. Romance. I would love to receive a message from you. This masculine does, like, the feminine's guiding the masculine here. It's like things are not going to change in the love department. If anything, you're going to grow and expand on that love. But this is about knowing what your divine counterpart, what makes them happy. And to receive a message from the divine masculine is what the divine feminine loves. To receive a message from him, not a response. Well, she loves that also. It's better than being ignored. But to actually receive a message from the divine masculine, I can see how this could really stress you out, because it's about being open and vulnerable and talking about, you know, how you actually really feel. Even if you just say, I have no words to explain, express at the moment, but say something. Oh, the song's coming through. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sure you don't want the divine feminine to give up on you. Okay, the next card. Be still, maintain balance, and the power within will fight your battle. You so need this message. Look, the romance. What's the issue with the romance? So love, okay, you've got to grips with that one. Sex, easy peasy. Romance. This is a new topic. You know, this energy of you just being still and allowing the divine to speak, work for you. Don't think about it too much. And all those plans that really you're coming up with in your mind, it never really goes that way, does it? You plan on saying this and you plan on saying that. And then when actually you're in each other's presence, communicating, that all goes out the window anyway. And the divine takes over. Think about it, how natural it feels. What it is, it's just it's bridging the gap. That's tricky. but it's lovely when you do. We waste time looking for the perfect lover instead of creating the perfect love, which is what you're here to do. This is a new experience for both of you, just handling things quite differently. Waste time looking for a perfect lover instead of just creating the perfect love. Can you create the perfect love? A perfect romantic love? Yeah. I know what I need to do and where I need to be, and I have the power to make this happen. Now you're talking. Come, baby, baby, come, come. Yeah, you gotta give me loving and you gotta give me some. I can spiritually see what is happening, but I'm not allowed to intervene. I think that's a message from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. So that takes the pressure off, isn't it? Because the Divine Feminine's going to say that she kind of knew all of this anyway about how you've been feeling and how you've been hiding and how you've been learning and how she's inspired you. She knows all this stuff. So you're beating yourself up for nothing, really. Take the pressure off. She's the Divine Feminine. And one thing she does know is that you're the Divine Masculine. Believe her. Believe her when she tells you that she loves you. But then I was taken to the song, who's it by? When you tell me that you love me. Caring, displaying kindness and concern for others. You romancing the world. It is an energy. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Understanding, the ability to understand something, comprehension. What's going on? Are you in love? Romance, Mr. Fix-It. So this is the energy of the masculine here, understanding. He comprehends that effort needs to be put forward on his behalf. The Divine's helping the masculine here. If he allows it to operate through him. When I'm with you, baby, I go out of my head. Can we have a look at your health, please? You do not need to be locked away into a mental asylum. You're absolutely fine. You're just handling an emotion that finally you've acknowledged. You're going to have to deal with it because you're realising that by not dealing with it, matters are getting serious. They're getting worse. You may then need to go crazy, be locked away into the loony bin. But you're absolutely fine. You just need to surrender into this. Let's have a look at your health. Oh, come on, give me a card. Look at this. So you know all that I've told you, but you've also got the lion here scowling at you. You see, he's saying like, look, she offers her love. Take it, offer her your love. This is what's healing. This is union. You look like Tarzan. We're speaking that. You Tarzan, she Jane. You Divine Masculine, she Divine Feminine. She doesn't want to be the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, okay? She needs Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine needs Divine Feminine. You go give her cup of love. She give you cup back. You be happy. 5-year-old terms, yeah? Yeah. Okay. You make lion happy. You feel healed. Lucy, seriously? Come on, just play. You're all right. I'm just messing with you. cherish. Cherish the love. Let's take a walk together near the open shore, hand in hand, you and I. My free will is in full force. I will protect myself. Okay. I'm not sure if that's an egotistical response. But we're talking about your health of this situation. My free will is in full force. I will protect myself. So I'd say that this masculine, he does look a bit stroppy. This lion's not happy. You can see that because he's got his barriers up, okay? I will protect myself. My free will is in full force. We're talking about your health. You may still be visiting doctors. That is the healing wand here. The Caduceus. I think it's pronounced like that. I'm not sure though. It doesn't matter. It's a healing wand. So not trusting in your own healing abilities. So you're still lacking faith. Excuse me. I feel like I just burped that out of you. Okay, so now you have faith. Your free will is in full force. I will protect myself. This is your ego, like wanting to protect you from opening up. Feeling like a fool. You're not a fool. We'll be a fool for love. I may have all my material needs met, but the one thing that is missing is you, my love. So you can feel it now, that is what's the missing component. So best open up to it. It's affecting your health, or it will do. We are more than just physical beings. We are whispers of love dancing in the breeze. Jeez, it's everywhere. So it's lion dancing in the breeze. Oh. Whispers of love, whispering to you all day long. There's no escaping it. 11:11, seeing the signs, synchronicities, feminine compassion. This is a strength card, so that's where the lion's coming in. Healing. You need feminine compassion. So open up to her, to allow her to be compassionate. She's practicing her compassionate skills at the moment, so you're in safe hands. Okay? Okay, trust me. Well, trust yourself. You know when you feel safe with somebody. Trust that. Now we're going to your connection with spirit. It's open wide, isn't it? Open wide, I mean, have you gone to the dentist or are you asking somebody to open their legs? I'm not sure what's going on. Come on, open wide. But this is you opening up to external messages coming in from the divine. Look at them, arrow. That's definitely having connection with spirit and nothing else, because there's no other people in the picture. There's a little house there. Little house on the prairies coming through. There's a little house there. No people. You could be in that house trying to hide, hermitage, away from the signs, but they're getting you. I want to sing like 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Okay. We spoke about this. It's not Freddy Krueger, is it? It's the divine feminine who's been coming through in your dreams. Oh, we're getting more. Okay, we're getting more messages. In they come, in they come. It's a lot, isn't it? You've got it though, look. One at a time, take each message at a time. The horse there is keeping an eye on you to see if you're okay handling all this, and you are. You're up for the task. Because if you can come through this and handle all these messages and decipher them, and then use your discernment on what you're going to be believing, because remember your ego's at play as well. You've got this horse here, they got you covered, you're safe. It takes me to, take me home country road, but the green grass of home. You've arrived. Look at everyone blowing their whistles, holding the wands up. You got the message. Fantastic. Okay, your connection with spirit, manipulation. I feel Spirit is manipulating you. You can call it a form of manipulation. It's for your highest good. You'll thank them in the end. But yes, the divine does seem to be manipulating the situation. This man is under manipulation. Prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. So that's what all these signs are bringing you, messages, so that you can act and show care. Act with care and showing care and thought for the future. And not taking things so lightly. Not taking love so lightly. Apprehensive, related to perception or understanding. Discernment. I was going to say discernment, my darling. That's what you got to learn. If it feels good and warm and excitable, follow that. Mr. Casanova, and he's on his way. Following those messages. A supernova. Okay, bottom of the deck is decision time. Can you get through these obstacles to get to raise out of the shadows? Heighten your awareness. It's like hide and seek. I was going to say peekaboo. You're already up there, you just got your eyes closed, look. And your mouth is covered by some invisible veil called fear. Does look like the snake here is going to pull the covering off here, pull the sheet off. It's not a ghost. It's your love. How should we finish this reading then? That was very interesting. Thank you for the insight. Okay, we're finishing with a Rumi message. Let's see what Rumi wants to say. Finish off this fly on the wall reading. From nothing to everything. How does that sound? You know, at the beginning when I said you just know. You just know that you can go from nothing to everything. What's interesting was the last card from Rumi, the impossible now made possible. Now we go from nothing to everything. Can I move it back up? Look at that mess. It clears up. Cheers. I just saw that obviously shadow is, I'm wondering what kind of shadow work I've been doing. Shadow puppets. Okay, Lucy, yeah, let's finish this reading off. Interesting, the one before, which I've opened up to, is 15, Divine Mother Manifests. Let's go to 16, From Nothing to Everything. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Rumi. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits. Blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. So I spoke about, you know, no longer wearing hats. A new emanation of me has been born, okay? comes forth. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence, page number 77. I like that number. It's the year I was born. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, no doubt about it, my angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of this great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich, they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you. Yes, you. With a starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine destiny. There are moments on the path of love that seem to focus on letting go of identities, of knowledge and certainty, of opinion, and even attempts at control. We may feel as though we are being stripped back to our core, and even then, perhaps further still. We may wonder if we can bear it. What shall, if at all, remain intact through these rigours? We may feel challenged every time we attempt to become something great, as though we are being blocked by circumstances beyond our control. Again and again, it is as though a greater hand smacks our wrist the moment we try to take hold of something firmly, someone, anything that brings us certainty or inner stability. Such are the rigours at an advanced stage on the path. We meet this challenge when our soul is ready for it. Why must it be thus? This is a sage question indeed. When we are asked to dispense with our story, the interpretations we have given to our life experiences over the years, we may not hear the request at first. We may vaguely note it, but not recognise the great divine source asking this of us, and so we do not give such an inclination due accord. We may persist with spinning our own tales instead. Oh, our mind may fancy itself to be a great wrangler of the word, impressed with its own judgments and declarations, yet in the light of comparison with the divine tale for our soul, all our fancies shall pass away, revealed so very frail, like clouds dissipating in the sky. Perhaps we are graced with the realisation there is so much more. Or perhaps we still don't get the hint and move into struggle as we try to enact what we think our story should be. We might hit obstacle after obstacle and create even more terror in our storytelling that life is such pain, a struggle, that success may not be for us, that we are forgotten and unheard. Yet we could equally choose to wonder if obstacle after obstacle, closed door after closed door, is just a prompt to look for the open window to climb through. And if so, instead of seeking to impose a small, very, it doesn't say very, a small story upon the great truth, we can live the truth of our divine destiny. Then something magical happens. We participate through presence, along with the unfolding story of our soul journey. We open up to whatever is asked of us, presented to us, happening through us, as we choose each day to come alive as much as we can. Then, as if by magic, there is something else that occurs. That would be grace. Real, rich, dripping with goodness and substance, grace. This is the sacred blessing that enables us to pay attention to opening doors rather than closing ones. The divine assistance that lets us know our life is proceeding according to a greater intelligence and plan. Once we stop thinking quite so much and live day to day, we will be blessed with the realisation that our individual life story is so much more extraordinary and perfect than anything we could have summoned, even with our wildest imagination. This oracle comes with guidance for you. You're being asked to let go to receive, to become empty, to be filled. This may mean letting go of attachment to a lover so you can receive genuine love. It may be of no longer holding onto a fantasy of your dream job, but of being guided into your most soulful and successful vocation. It may mean letting go of wishes for your body or health to be other than it is, so you can simply get on with living each day, taking steps into wellness without thinking beyond one day at a time. It is the divine paradox that when we are asked to surrender a story or fantasy, it is because reality is knocking at our door more often than not with the delivery of what we have been fantasizing about, but in the best way for us. The human experience of this paradox is that you may feel you are giving up hope, that your fantasy is dying. It may be very painful and bring you much grief, but all that is dying is your attachment and opinion about how it must happen. It doesn't say that. It says about how it must be. This needs to happen so you can stop dreaming and start living it. This is what is happening for you now. Do not fear any part of your process. Embrace it without expectation, with trust in your heart that the divine is simply guiding you from fantasy into fulfillment. What a beautiful reading. And did you hear the seagull to finish it off? I heard you. Perfect. Oh, would you like to be beside the seaside? Guys, this was a great reading. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.